Today we're going to talk about all metric conversions. What are the different units of measure? Well, for length, we talk about meters. Liters is capacity, and grams is weight. Let's take a look at how they're all the same. Let's get started on metric capacity and weight. The beauty of the metric system, besides using 10, 100, and 1,000 for all its conversions, is that the length, capacity, and weight all use the same table. Base, and I'll explain that in a minute, deci, centa, milli, and two we don't really use very often, deca and hecto, and then kilo. Now when I say the base are all the same, what I mean by that is that the base can be either meters, grams, or liters. Meters are length, grams are weight, and liters is capacity, or a liquid of how much something can hold. Please copy this down on a piece of paper that you can cut out and paste into your interactive notebook tomorrow. On a different page, you'll do the work that you're going to show. But the best part of the metric system is that you solve all of these the same. Take a look at this. One gram is 100 centigrams. 1 liter is 100 centiliters, and 1 meter is 100 centimeters. You already knew that, though. Let's try a few of these on your own. Feel free to draw the boxes if you need to show how you move from one metric unit to another. Solve these for me. 64 centimeters is equal to how many meters? 2 7/10 of a gram is equal to how many milligrams? Let me fix that too. And 781 kiloliters is equal to how many liters? Please hit pause right now and solve them. I'll come back and help you with them in a minute. First, let's look at 64 centimeters equals how many meters? The first thing I say to myself is, well, the centimeters are much smaller than meters, so I know that I'm going to have fewer meters than I had of centimeters, so I'm going to divide. So 64 divided by 100 means that I'm going to move my decimal point, which, by the way, where is the decimal point in the number 64? Whether you see it or not, it's right there. I'm going to divide, which means the number is going to get smaller, and I'm going to move it 2 spots. So now my decimal is there. So the answer is that 64 centimeters equals 64 hundredths of a meter. Let's try the next one. 2 7/10 of a gram equals how many milligrams? Well, first I have to ask myself, are grams bigger or smaller than milligrams? Yes, grams are bigger than milligrams, which means I'm going to have many more milligrams than I would grams. That means that I'm going to do what? Multiply or divide? Right, I'm going to multiply, and there are 1,000 milligrams in a gram, so I know I'm going to multiply by 1,000. What does that mean for my number? There's my decimal. I'm going to move it 3 places. 1, 2, 3. What's my new number? 2 7/10 of a gram equals 2,700 milligrams. Now for the final problem. 781 kiloliters equals how many liters? Again, are kiloliters bigger or smaller than liters? What do you think? Kiloliters are much bigger than liters. In fact, there's 1,000 liters in a kiloliter. So if I know that the kiloliters are much bigger, that means that this number here is going to be what? much larger. So am I going to multiply or divide? Of course I'm going to have to multiply. If I multiply 781 times 1,000, which way am I going to move my decimal? Where is my decimal? 781, the decimal is at the end. So I'm going to move my decimal 3 places because there are 3 zeros, and my decimal will go here. And so the answer to 781 kiloliters is equal to 781,000 liters. Now draw this table on your piece of paper. It could be on the back side of the work that you just did, and solve for these 4 problems. Go ahead and copy these 4 problems. Show your work in each of the squares. I just wrote mine this big so you could read them more easily. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Another fun thing you might want to think about and try and remember is King Henry died drinking chocolate milk. King is kilo, Henry for hecto, died, deca, and then the base unit, is that grams, is it liters, is it meters? Drinking, deci, chocolate, centa, milk, milla.